There's an analyst suggesting that we, in fact, have an XRP price breakout ahead of us, but it's a question of what is the time frame for this to take place? Do we have the right things in play for us to see some upward movement in terms of XRP price? I do want to talk about that with you guys. Want to talk about where we're at right now. Do also need to discuss something taking place tomorrow that, depending on the news, could cause some swings in the market. So if you guys are new or haven't already, show your support for the channel down below. It's been growing like crazy, and it's all because of you guys. So just looking at where XRP is at right now, we're at about $2.17 or so at the time of filming this video. And what I will say is that, you know, we're not in a bad spot. This is exactly what we've been fighting many times since the end of May. And that is that basically all of our moving averages are sitting here condensed in a very tight range. 100-day moving average is kind of a very focal one. And we just haven't had the push to get past that quite yet. In fact, yesterday's candle, we basically tapped it and came back down. And what I'll say here is, one, we are still doing a great job of building this right shoulder on our big inverse head and shoulders here. But two, we're also actually building a mini inverse head and shoulders. And this is where you could, in fact, potentially see us build enough momentum. Maybe we come back down a little bit, but enough momentum to push up through this in a very aggressive way, confirming both of these right shoulders at one time. Now, this isn't to guarantee your financial advice or anything like that. And it looks like that would probably play out sometime into July, which coincidentally enough, excuse me, is exactly when eGrog Crypto is talking about this potential breakout taking place. Now, what he's actually suggesting is that this breakout could occur anytime between early July and mid-September. And that would make sense for one reason, being that by that time, we should be past all the tariff news, right? Tariffs are actually supposed to restart back up. That news is probably going to get really loud again sometime here soon, because that 90-day window is in fact coming to an end in July. So that is something to pay attention to. But also at the same time, a lot of the other loud noise in the space has kind of been quieting down. Obviously, we have the ceasefire between Iran and Israel. That's been very quiet over the last 24 hours. So hopefully some good news comes from that. But at the same time, we're also seeing some major accumulation from institutional players, from enterprises. They're all just smashing the buy button right now. And so it almost feels like a matter of time before BTC just decides to break out. Excuse me. Wow, I got some congestion this morning. Break out and basically break through this top trend right here, which we got a perfect rejection on today. And then we're sending to new all-time highs. Guys, right now, BTC is only about, 5% or so away? About 4.25% away from setting a new all-time high. Because of the concentration of leverage in the crypto market, that could happen in a single day. All right. There's a lot of people right now that are trying to push the market down. James Wynn, once again, is now actually a short, trying to push the market down. And we've seen him get liquidated left and right. Maybe that is something that takes place once again. Did want to point out as well that, excuse me, the whale flows to exchanges for XRP actually hit a little bit of a pause just over the last several days here. So we're seeing a lot more hesitance in terms of people actually dumping assets. You can kind of feel the shift taking place in the crypto market. A little bit better sentiment overall. We're still kind of in this area of uncertainty, but all things are starting to align for the market taking some steps forward here. It's a question of, does it still happen over these last few days of June? Does this turn into a green month? Maybe. We're actually not that far away, I think, in terms of XRP. Yeah, this is only down, what is it? 0.29% on the monthly. We could actually have a green month here. So that'd be a perfect thing to build into for the rest of summer. I still think this summer is going to be very lively. I don't believe this is going to be the boring summers of past. It's going to be a lot more like 2017, where we were seeing some rallies and then some kind of fake outs, and then we just kind of went on a run. There's been so much suppression in the market. There's very little people that are actually unwilling to very little people that are willing to dump their bags right now. And that is one reason why XRP has had such good support in these ranges. So that's all I got for you guys. I appreciate it as always. Let me know your thoughts. Do you think we're going to have this big breakout here in July through September? Are you feeling these shifts taking place in the crypto market? Will we get enough good news to see us have some potential moves to the upside. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention too is that there's a lot of people now that are a lot of the FOMC members that are coming out saying that they might be in support of rate cuts here in July. So maybe a little bit of fuel coming later in July. So have a great day. Show your love below. Catch you guys in the next one. Take care.